again, thanks for joining us, Brandon. I wanted to learn a bit about Play4Autism, and excited that we're doing it on Zubia so that people can interact and people can watch it later. So may as well get right into it. Let's get into it. Cool. I've got a couple of cheat sheets with me. I guess starting off, the easy stuff is, can you give a quick overview of what Play4Autism is, what the mission is behind it, and what it kind of does?
So Play4Autism, we started the foundation back on Christmas Day of 2011.
Okay.
I came up with the idea after the NBA strike.
What inspired you?
Inspired me was one of my nephews on the spectrum. He's 17 now. He's 12 when I started the foundation. So I moved out to Arizona. My sister, she's got a master's in special needs education from Columbia, and I was able to get a feel for it. It was something I wanted to do, and we put the paperwork together. Maybe went around some fundraisers and that, and then boom, we started Play4Autism.
Yeah.
Moved back to New York during Hurricane Sandy.
Well, good timing.
Yeah, kind of got dislodged, and met my wife Helena, who's the vice president of the foundation.
Yep.
And we got married a year later. We were able to start everything up. With her support, she helped out, with marketing side. We got into the papers and everything like that, and we started our Kids in Action programs. And basically, the mission of Play4Autism is to increase the public's awareness of autism, the acceptance of autism, that the kids are part of the community. They can be part of school, they can be part of a sports thing, and it's basically sports programs. We do weekend programs for now. We have a martial arts club that meets every week at New Victory Taekwondo. We have a fitness club, which is actually Zumba, but don't tell the boys that.
Right.
That meets once a week too on Saturdays at the fitness room here in the Queens of Mascot.
Yep.
Then we have a Sports Sunday program, which is all sports and more. We do it for about 3 hours. The kids come out. We might do some wiffle ball. We might do some soccer. We might do basketball, street hockey.
And who runs these sessions?
Well, basically, the sports programs I run personally.
Yeah, as a former athlete.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Former professional hockey player.
And what I do is, we have parents and fathers come out, they help out. Some of the mothers are out there. We've had a lot of kids in the community. They understand what's going on, and they want to be part of this. That's part of spreading awareness. You're getting a 9, 10-year-old kid out there that understands it's not about who's better. It's about making a friend. It's about working with these kids, as a coach, as a mentor.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because, you see these kids, they grow. I got kids that started with us as 9-year-olds. They're 13 now, and there's 12 now.
Yeah.
We have kids as young as 4 that have been with us a couple of years. They're up to 18 now, and age-wise. And the kids come out. We might have 6 kids out there on a Sunday, or we might have 20.
Right.
Depending on.
How do people find out about it? Like, how do parents know that?
I'm old-fashioned. It's still word of mouth. Social media has been big. We've got strong support with the local papers here. The Queens Courier, the Queens Chronicle, Ridgewood Times. They help us out a lot. New York One News has been really great with us.
Yep.
Where they've been out a few times to interview with the families and ourselves. We get it out of so like I said, Autism Speaks has us on the website.
Right.
We get a lot of referrals from a lot of private agencies that say, look, we're looking for weekend programs for kids, and we have it.
Right.
And it's great because you get the kids out there, and the parents they can be a bit hesitant at first.
Sure.
They might be like, I don't want my kid out there. It's true. Kids, they're afraid that the kids are gonna get made fun of.
Yeah.
Get picked on. You know what it is? Once the kids they interact with other kids, that builds up their self-esteem. When they get out there, they know when they go back to school, the recess is on, the gym time is on, lunch period. They're out there shooting hoops.
Right.
They're hanging out with the kids. They're not sitting in that corner.
Right.
Being picked on, and it's just me. I wasn't trying to fuck, but you see it.
Yeah, I always
week in and week out.
And talking to you and some of the work I've done in the past with special needs children, I always think the number one thing, and you've said it, is confidence. If they can come out of working with people like you and come away with the confidence,
right,
that is invaluable.
Yeah, and the big thing is the kids see an adult, another person. We're a very family-oriented organization. I get kids that call me sometimes at night. Parents might text me during the Ranger game. What do you think? It's not like it's not a 9 to 5 thing. Sometimes I'm calling 9 to 5 with the kids saying, "Oh, did you see that pitch? It was a strike." I'm like, "Okay, let me DVR it back." Oh yeah, it was a strike.
Right.
but you see them out there. Like you said, it's a confidence belt that belts up, but it doesn't take a lot of effort to go out there and coach. It's if you have patience.
Right.
With the patience, it becomes like, okay, it's easy to do, but then it's right here, it's the heart.
Yeah.
You have to care about what you're doing.
Yeah.
You could bring in a big coach that, let's say, like the head coach of the Yankees or like that. They might be coming in like that raw stuff. Who's number one? Who's number one?
Right.
And the kid's like, well, I'm doing the best I can, and then all of a sudden, boom, they feel they're not doing that.
Right.
Because the kids are very receptive to what's going on. They concentrate.
They're very perceptive. That's something that people don't always realize.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
spectrum, you know what's going on.
Exactly, and then you look at some of the things that go on. Like, you see movies like Rain Man, The Accountant.
Right.
There's television. They know what they pick up something and they're gonna do it. It's like me and my wife. We saw Mile in the Shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing movie about a young man with Asperger's that goes on pitching in minor leagues.
Right.
And it's like you could see how the team actually wanted him to be part of the team, and then you see certain people felt, like, I don't want him here because he's gonna take away my job.
Right.
Just give it to 100 miles an hour.
Right.
It was interesting. I recommend it to anybody to watch because it's just something that it shows that community can come around.
What about the one of the things I love about your foundation as well is that you invite siblings.
Yeah, that's a big part. It's we want sibling involvement. I don't know if you can see it here. We have a game back here. This is some of the stuff we do, but you have Jason, Jada, and this is James. Jason and Jada are twins. They've been with us 9 years. Jason's been diagnosed on the spectrum, and boom, she's out there every week.
Yeah.
She does all the programs. She does the martial arts. I think they're off of their orange belt soon. So the kids get the bond like that. The parents are out there. They have other, family members come out. It might be a cousin, it might be an aunt or an uncle. We have, sometimes the parents, mom and dad can't be there, so the aunt brings another grandmother, and they get involved. And what's nice about it too is, the siblings are getting involved. You have fathers out there volunteering. You have volunteers that come in from like Delphi, or there's a local group of kids, Kids Do Good, organization that they want to start sending people. Plus our community volunteers, like a little Angelo or Frankie that come out every week. But the parents start the network. Yeah, they're like, oh, I'm having a problem with, my IPA, and I always get those athletics and stuff. But they advice. So you get your little network. Yeah. And you always see like the new members coming in, the parents, the members that have been around for a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. It is. It's amazing to see because the parents, they're feeling left out as well. Yeah. They don't get to go out, like. Yep.
It's a full-time
24/7 job. It's like I always say, autism works not about 1 month a year. Yeah. Like any disability, even if you're diagnosed with cancer, families are dealing with this 24/7. It's not about,
and siblings, right?
Yeah, siblings start too. Like, Jada, I've seen Jada grow tremendously. You have like that who comes out when her brother's been out. And you see them, they grow too. Yeah. They already understand what's going on, but at the same time, they're like, oh, my brother can be part of this. Yeah. Yeah. And it probably will result in people being more accepting and more aware of. And that's what's part of our thing is to teach the acceptance. I know like some of the questions we were talking about is like, how do we get by? We're a small nonprofit. Yeah. We're not, these big ones that, get millions of dollars of donations. If I told you what was
not yet.
You never know. You never know. But we do fundraisers. We do past we work at Liberty, Barclays Center. They give us tickets to the games, and that's a big thing too. Is because the kids are like, all right, they're in the playground, they're at the gym, they're at the martial arts, they're at the fitness room, they're arts and crafts, whatever program we're doing. The next step is like, why don't you go to a baseball game? Why don't you go to a hockey game? Right. And it's just amazing because some of these kids are like, oh, I could do that. Right. Right. And they're sitting there.
Goes back to confidence. Yeah.
And you want to know something? Everybody's in that job anyway, these sporting events. So everybody fits in. Yeah. Yeah. But, to see, a couple of years ago we did with Liberty, and we had 11 kids out there for the national anthem and God Bless America lined up. Every kid out there was perfect like this, except for one who was not part of the program, but a friend of mine whose grandson was there. His hand was this way, but it was just amazing to see the fans, and you can see tears, not just the parents, but they're like, this is great. And right after that, before tip-off, each player from the Liberty lined up at center court and passed the ball over to the kid.
That's awesome.
And it was just amazing. And, you know, the worst part was the boy, Angelo, who I mentioned earlier in the conversation, he was the ball boy for the Minnesota Lynx. He didn't get a ball. And what's a 9-year-old kid? He doesn't care. He's hanging out with Alan Hughes and go out there taking selfies. He wants my basketball. So we got him a basketball.
That's great.
But, you know, it's, you know, you can bring kids like the New Jersey Devils. You know, we have a great person who works with us over there, Brian. You know, so, and, you know, we let, you know, fans out, you know, fans play for autism, we call them. After a little group, you know, we went on the ice and everybody got to take a stick and shoot the puck at the open net. You know, got a feel for the ice. And to see little, you know, Kevin, first time he's ever with us, run around the ice like he's Wayne Gretzky. And everybody just looked at it. Nobody said, "Oh, what's wrong with this kid?"
Right.
He's a kid.
He's a hockey player. Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's a kid being a kid. It's you know, we allow kids to be kids.
Yeah.
We don't treat them any different.
Yep.
You know, I tease them, I joke around with them, like my nephew. He can contest to that. You know. You know, I mean, I used to kind of, I guess, it's guinea pig. I hope you're watching this, Brandon. But you know, it's, you know, you see it. You know, you see the different things. You know, you got to be careful sometimes what you say because they take it to heart.
Sure.
But
they know if you're not treating them like every other kid, they're acutely aware that they're being treated differently, so treat them the same.
Yeah, and they have fun. You know, like, you know, some kids take it to heart. Like, you know, I'm the best one out here, which is fun. But I get kids out there like James over here. He'll come out and he'll know who's starting pitchers for Game 7 of the 2001 World Series, which I have no clue who's the starting pitchers. I'll be naming things. You know, they can name. We had little Yariel. We did a thing with the New York Rangers this year, so it was myself and Patty with his son, my grandson Logan. We went out there and dropped the ceremony on the first puck. You can see the pictures on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
And it was amazing, you know. But before the game even started, you already know every player in both teams.
Right.
You know, names and numbers. I was like, you know, I'm looking at, I'm trying to find somebody I know from the year before.
He needs the coach.
Yeah, you know, and that's like, you know,
We have a question from a couple of questions coming in.
Okay.
I just want to read them, and I'll get back to mine. In what ways do you see your foundation growing? Is a question that came in. I guess is it just in Queens right now?
Okay, yeah. So we were actually going to touch base on it. Thank you for the question. We are currently we're based in Queens. We actually work 41st Precinct and Lotus Lane Restaurant out of South Bronx at Hunts Point, and we do programs out there.
Okay, so South Bronx.
South Bronx. We are currently setting up a Kids in Action Day up in Albany.
And Kids in Action, for everyone watching, is the actual sessions. Like
yes,
kids join. And
it's the whole thing. Like it says, putting the kids into action is to get them out there, playing a sport, going arts and crafts, going to a game, interacting with other kids.
Sure.
So, you know, I was up at an Autism Awareness Day with Assemblyman Angelo Santa Barbara, who's a big advocate of autism. He's the second year running. You know, our website has information about stuff like that. But we're going to be setting programs up there. You know, so and how do we do that? I can't be there every weekend.
Yeah.
It comes from the families. It's not like saying we're franchising, which kind of we are, but it'd be like if somebody's watching the broadcasts in, let's say, California, and they see the need, which I think there is a need for it all over the United States, then we're going to go through everything.
It's funny because another question was, would you consider expanding and opening a program in Long Island?
Oh, yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's kind of the same thing.
Absolutely, yes.
If someone watches it and says, I want to do a Play for Autism.
Exactly. You just get in touch with me. All my
information. Let's just do that website every once in a while, which is www.play4autism.org.
Or that's correct. And, you know, you can reach me all the time. I'm very open.
Yeah, Greg at Play4.
Yeah. Or just call us, you know, the number's on there. You can call me anytime before 5 o'clock is fine.
Sure. I was someone to tell us more about your hockey career.
Okay, real quick.
Why not?
15 years of playing professionally and coaching in Europe. Most of the time was spent in Great Britain. I went over there as an 18-year-old. My father was out there at Burger King. He said, bring the equipment over to play some hockey. The next thing I know, I get paid to play hockey, and I loved it.
That's awesome.
I don't look back at it. I mean,
you played a bit in France.
I a little bit in Germany before I got hurt. But it was just, you know, I got to see Europe.
Yeah.
I mean, where have I gone in the States? I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I was on a lot of scholarships. I did go back to school, but I always had to love playing.
Yeah.
It was just
and you're a goalie.
Both head to toe. Yeah. And I'm small for a goalie these days because back when I was playing, I was big. I'm not the 6'5" goalie as you see now.
Right.
But thanks for the question.
No, it's interesting because it makes sense while your foundation is centered to some degree around activity and sports.
Right.
Background.
And that's what it basically started out as, just a sports-oriented program. We get a lot of organizations reaching out to us now, like, can we do, like, we do our sports Sunday, but we have a soccer club that is started. We have a bowling club we do once a month. So it gives the kids other activities.
Right.
And sometimes, you don't want to overwhelm them with one sport, but a lot of the kids now are going, great, we do some soccer for an hour.
Yeah.
We do basketball.
So the kids are starting to tell you what
they do dictate a lot of times. We'll start off with football and everybody's out there. The next thing you know, there's a group playing basketball, there's a group playing tag, or the water balloons come out. It's just, and it's not just the kids, our foundation, our program, they start to other kids from the park coming.
Yeah.
And then, you go to a park and you bring, tons of basketball, soccer balls, and stuff like that. The kids are attracted, like, oh, basketballs.
Right. And again, it goes back to then children that aren't on the spectrum are going to start to get really used to being around children that
Exactly.
it becomes normal.
Yeah, that's a big social interaction thing. Yeah. A lot of kids, they shy away, or they don't want to be part of a group. They don't want to, feel like they're, disappointed. Their self-esteem is not where, it should be. But, this question's always asked me, why do you do this?
Yeah.
The big thing is it's to see a smile. Yeah. It's to hear a parent tell me, oh, I was at a hockey game with you and you actually spoke to me. Yeah. Why wouldn't I speak to you? Yeah. It's not about, what I want out of it. It's, yes, it is. I'm sorry, but it's what the kids get out of it. I see the kids with a smile. It's like, you get them a hockey stick for the first time, then you see the parents on the side. Yeah. You see tears in their eyes. Sure.
They get to see their kid interacting with other kids.
Yeah, and you might have a kid out there who can kick a 60-yard field going to the Super Bowl. There's kids out there that can play, but we don't put the pressure on them. Right. We don't pressure them to say, look, we're keeping score. Yes, some of the kids will keep score and say, look, I had 6 goals, and then I'll joke around with them in hockey. I said, but you were -10, weren't you?
Right.
And it'll just be,
that's what it is.
it's like, we won. Yeah, right there. So, we rib each other. Some of the kids, and it's a kid being a kid. That's the whole object, is to let them go out there and enjoy themselves. So I guess there's more questions.
Yeah, there was one that was on the bottom that asked, how do parents get connected with each other besides the events? Like, do you find that parents wind up as a result of Play4Autism connecting?
Yes, we do. Yes, parents, what I've seen, a great example would be Gabrielle and Shane's parents. I think Gabrielle's been with us for about 1.5 years, going 2 years now. And they're the same age. I call them frickin' frat when they're together. They're just having fun. But they started to interact amongst themselves, like text messages, phone calls, and we got a birthday party coming up. Oh, we're going to do a zoo. And then the other parents do the same thing. It's like, oh, we take our son to horseback ride. Right. And then kids, parents say, oh, let's try that. And they interact amongst each other. So it's a support network that's being made from the parents. They're forming their own group. I mean, there's all groups. You have meetup groups. You have different things. But when you're sitting at a park with somebody for the first time, and I see it too. I have somebody who might not speak English. Right. And then they come in and the kids are speaking perfect English, but the parents are just sitting there. And long and behold, one of the parents go over and they're yakking away in Spanish, and I'm like, okay, and they're telling me I should learn Spanish. But it's the kids.
Seeing as how you're based out of Queens and the Bronx, you have to learn Spanish. You have to learn Chinese. You have to learn a lot of languages.
And a lot of parents, they, like I said, the parents work with us. We do things for the parents. We do a unique fundraiser every year with Macy's Shop for the Boys. Normally it's like $5 a pass. Boom, we get the money to the foundation. I give parents back $2 for the pass. Right. Because to me, there's expenses. It's not like it's going to make them $20,000 a year. You never know. Right. But it gives them an incentive.
Let's talk about some of the things you have coming up that can help fulfill some fundraising, which is always important, even though just to get some of the stuff like the trips and everything.
Well, we do a lot of stuff. What we do is we have our first annual golf outing coming out,
which is when is that?
August 12th. Okay. It'll be at the Sena Park Golf Course in Fresh Meadows, Queens.
August 12th. And again, you can check the website.
The website, there's a proper website for that. There's and it's a full day of fun. The entry fee, which is $150, includes breakfast, lunch at the turn, and includes a reception, barbecue. Entry in the 4 contest we have comedy show, which is another fundraiser we just finished, and Pat Sports Bar here, who's been great. And that's what I mean. It's like why a bar? Because there's parents there that go to the bar that have children that they know that might be autistic, but at the same time, they want to know what's about. They understand what.
And they can interact with other
Yeah, they
parents.
do.
It's a social setting.
Yeah, and it's nice. The parents come out to the, like the darts tournament we've done. We had a 10K shootout, half-court shootout coming out in 3 weeks. We've done fundraisers, like we just did a fundraiser with the New York City Football Club this past weekend.
Yeah.
The New Jersey Devils. We probably have one coming up with.
And all of that is constantly updated.
Okay, yeah. If you go to our website, Facebook, social media, it's always out there. I'm meeting with the New York Mets this week, possibly the New York Cosmos,
And some of your athletes
Yeah.
turn the Mets season around.
Yeah, exactly. And, it's just we take donations, of course, through the website. We take in-kind donations, especially sports equipment.
Okay, so that was a question I had too. Is from a fundraising standpoint, when someone does donate, where does primarily that money go?
It goes right back in. We buy equipment for kids.
Yeah.
We have children that possibly can't afford martial arts. Let's say some programs that you have to pay for.
Right. There's some registration fees for the play.
To be a member of Play4Autism, it's $75 a year.
Right.
And it's a Play4Autism year. It's not 12 months. It's 15 months. I add on holiday weekends and whatever. But what's nice about it is it gives you opportunities like a martial arts program. A lot of times they want you to pay 10 weeks, 2 months, 3 months up front. And they're charging you $30 a session. We've made arrangements where it's $25 per session, and you go as you want.
Right. So
3
times.
Yeah, and if you have a sibling going with you, they give you a discount. They give you a discount on the uniforms. And, they test the kids too with martial arts. These kids start off as a white belt, they get their yellow, they get their orange, they get their green belts.
Right.
And it's done, accordingly, towards USA Taekwondo rules and regs, but it's in-house.
Right.
So it's, to see the kids, get the belts and everything. They go through the routine. And, they get it. They get the new belt and everything.
And so if someone was going to donate again, you go on the website at
Exactly.
Play4Autism.org. But tangibly, I could say, well, there's probably underprivileged children here whose parents can't afford to be part of the program.
Right. And that's what part of the
That
money
can
that comes
go
in. Yeah.
That can sponsor a child.
We can sponsor a child. We have that. We have, like I was saying, like your family. To me, it's $75. It's not a make or break. Right. I might get an entry card here and there. For traveling, we put everything in. We just, invested in full basketball for the kids. We get pop-up soccer nets.
Sure.
Stuff needed. But the kid can't afford to go to martial arts, to a fitness room, for a fitness club. We'll make sure it's taken care of. And what's amazing is these companies that we work with actually donate back to us because, we're donating. We're getting the kids this, so this, they're bringing money in.
And speaking of which, what are some of the partners that you have relied on or have been a big help? I want to make sure that they get credit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. To start off with Big Cat Sports Bar. We've done numerous things with them, fishing trips. We've done a couple of darts tournament, comedy nights.
Yeah.
Anything. It's like Pat says, it's about the kids.
Yeah.
It's not about you guys coming in here. It's like you see it too. SNY Nets Network.
Yep.
They gave us a grant a couple years ago through their Play4 Foundation to start off a flag football league, which we did.
Awesome.
Everything went back in. We actually set up scholarship funds for kids as well. Because some parents you think 75 is, some of the parents might say, well, $75 is not a lot. Some parents will come up and say, look, I can't afford $75.
Sure.
Yeah. So what do we do? We say, you want to pay me $1 a week? Yeah. Or, to help us with volunteer work or whatever you want to do. That's
right. We're going to make it work.
Yeah, because to me, I'd rather see a kid out there, playing soccer, doing martial arts, going to a hockey game, stuff like that. When we have free tickets to the Islanders or the Mets, sometimes I can't get rid of the tickets. I put them on Twitter, and the next thing I know, I got 10 people going to a game I've never met before. Yeah. And they're making a donation to the foundation, asking how can we come out and work with the kids. Right. What can we do? I have a nephew that lives out in California. Can we set something up out there? And yes, we're 5 years old, and we're at that point where our big goal is to get a center, a 7-day-a-week center. We've looked at property, so if somebody out there knows someone who wants to donate something, just give me a call.
Send some property our way.
Yeah, but it takes time. It's you have to we have over 130 kids now registered with us. Some we haven't seen in 2 years.
Yeah.
But they're still members.
Sure.
We have families that I'm constantly on the phone with. it's not like a 5-minute call. If the parent wants to talk to me, it's not like 5 minutes to go to my website, like we're saying here. You call me up, I'm going to be on the phone with you for an hour, and if I say this guy can talk. But it's not an interview process. It's just a meet and greet on the phone, and the first time they come out, it's just to get used to it.
And you're a resource also for other foundations when people are searching, like I think you mentioned Autism Speaks, a few others. When people are searching their sites, they say, well, this is great foundation in Queens and the Bronx,
Right.
They refer them.
Well, we get like social workers, Medicaid coordinators who call me up and say, can we get the kids enrolled? How does this work? Well, we don't work with Medicaid, but they could actually get a waiver. They have a Medicaid waiver, which we get a receipt for. They could get reimbursed for that, I guess. But at the same time, they'll refer families to us.
Yeah.
Like I said, word of mouth is a big thing. I told 2 friends and so on type of thing.
Sure.
That's what comes about it. But people will see sometimes they'll see this.
Yeah.
Which we're going to be doing. Once we get settled down with the platform, we'll be doing a 2-week show. People are,
I love. Yeah, I think if we at Zubia can help raise awareness for your foundation, then I'd love to do that.
And we'll bring this live out to the playground too.
Yeah, totally.
We'll set up the
tripods.
tripods.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be a fun thing, an interactive thing. It's not going to be, Facebook does this live stuff. I think that's going off here soon. But this is a great. Zubia's been great. Brian. This first time we met, we've been talking a lot.
Sure. Yeah.
Michael reached out to me through social media.
Yeah.
And as soon as we spoke, I was like, "This is great."
Yeah.
Because the platform is there for us to raise awareness.
That's it.
And it's about seeing stuff like that. You asked about like other people. A lot of organizations help us. We have Tiles Unlimited here in Queens. We have Leone's Pizzeria. We have One Journal.
Yeah. We
have fun stuff, and they all work with us.
It's like the Nets and the Devils.
Yeah, they'll donate stuff for raffles. They'll say, look, this this brochure. Families need to get some tiles, or if they need to buy candy, they get a discount type of thing. Little things like that to help things out.
Community,
and then they want to come out, they want to come out and help out. We're looking to go into Jersey soon as well. And there's a lot of areas. I know we can go to, but it's like they say, we're almost adult in the day. But at the same time, the parents are important. Families like the lady who asked about Long Island or whatever the individual was. We sit down, we set it up. We go through the logistics, we get it going. We help with the fundraising, we do this and that. I'll make my appearances I can. So it's all different things that we get involved, but it's a team effort.
Right.
And like they say, there's no I in team. It's about working together.
Right. That would be interesting to do these and see over 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, where someday you might have a waiting list of kids that want to join and you can't get them off.
Well, we would love that, but at the same time, I actually get parents say, is there a waiting list? Yeah. I like to bring your kids Sunday. Right. Bring them Saturday. This weekend we have nothing going on. Yeah. But when we start back up next week, we might have parents come by for the first time, and we might not see them again. Right. Some parents just don't want to bring the kids out. Yeah. Which I don't agree with. It's don't cover them away from society. Sure. Right? My big thing is getting out of that. Lots to offer, like Brian just said, but at the same time, let them experience something. Let them be a kid. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, fantastic. I think we can leave off with one last message that's such an inspiration. Thank you so much for your dedication to such an important cause.
Thank you.
So I think that kind of sums it up. Well, I appreciate it. And we'll
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.